Welcome back to Brashenomics. Here we are on Monday talking a little real estate. And it is always fun when you have one of your favorite guests on the show. Tyler Freed joins us, branch manager with Windermere Real Estate, Lake Tapps. Tyler, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are things going, Ben?
I'm really good. You getting excited for the holidays?
Oh, really excited. Shopping's done, and it's just a good time of the year.
Your shopping is done?
Yeah, well, the wife did it all, so we're looking good.
You're like, yeah, it was done. I went to the Seahawks game while it was getting done.
I wish that was the case.
Yeah.
Did a little tagging along.
Attaboy. Well, let's talk a little bit about, the holidays they're definitely here. Here we are, the days are getting shorter.
Yeah.
The lights are getting brighter, and you can't go anywhere without hearing, the good old Christmas music. So when you start thinking about this, this time of the year, and is it different in real estate? Do you see it? We've talked a little bit about it, but now we're right in the thick of it, right?
Yeah.
We're a week out from Christmas. People are probably not thinking, gosh, let's go look at houses in the rain.
Well, yeah, that's a big factor, and I know you guys were talking about a couple shows ago is, the days are getting shorter, it's getting darker sooner, and not a lot of people want to get out in the rain and start walking around and touring stuff, but we're still seeing people that are just seeing the interest rates low and want to get out there and look. Took some people out last weekend, and it was a new listing, and it ended up having 4 offers. So it's the same old story we've been talking about all year long. So missed out on that one, but there's still people looking right now, definitely.
So are there a lot of people who put the buying process on hold also, though? Is it the same amount of people, or do some people take a break?
A lot of people take a break, and just continuing to search, though. You'll have people that haven't gone out in the last couple weeks, and they'll be like, all right, I found something, let's take a look, let's get out and go kind of thing. So there's people that are still out there, and they're still experiencing the multiple offer situation, and it's happening.
So how is that? Is this year different than other years? Because
I think so.
It
definitely.
always seems, I know coming from the mortgage side, that this would be the time where, a lot of the lenders aren't working, a lot of real estate agents aren't working, because it is that time of year where people are maybe not buying real estate. But you actually think there's a lot of reasons for people to sell during the holidays.
Yeah, the biggest reason is there's less competition. A lot of people are taking time off to travel, and they don't want to put their home on the market. And buyers right now that are looking, they're serious buyers. They're not the people that are, just coming in and out of town and peaking on the summer months or whatnot. They always say, the flakes come out in the summertime, and right now people that are looking really need to buy.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
Who says that?
Everybody.
The flakes come out in the summertime.
Yeah.
Makes me think like blonde girls coming out in the summertime, and you just think of them as being flaky.
Yeah, more of the flaky part, less of the blonde girls.
All right. Anyways, we're here with Tyler Freed, branch manager with Windermere Real Estate down in Lake Tapps. It's interesting that you say more serious buyers, though, because typically during the holidays, your house is maybe decorated, maybe you have more stuff in there. And as you said, if it's during the summer and you have all these looky-loos kind of coming through, you might be cleaning up it's always got to be clean.
Yeah, we actually just had that come across doing some stuff with Windermere Relocation, and we had a relocation for Coca-Cola, and I met with them and got the listing. But one of their biggest questions and concerns is like, hey, I've got all this Christmas stuff up. What do I do? We want to get photos, and we're not going to have it all down by the 1st of January when we want to try and list this home. So how do we handle that situation? And our solution was, let's take photos now. People like, a lot of buyers come in there, and it could be June, July, and be like, where am I going to put my Christmas tree? It sounds like something funny to think, but they actually think about that. It's kind of a part of them making it their own kind of thing. So then that solution there was, hey, we'll take photos now.
Here's a picture.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it covered.
We'll take photos now, and then we'll reshoot once all the Christmas lights are down and everything. So
really, just kind of do it twice and call it a day.
Exactly.
What, if there is less competition, you said, there's still 4 houses that were 4 offers on a house.
Yeah.
Is that more typical? There's less competition, but right now, as we see it in today's market in Seattle, maybe not so true.
I would agree with you. Yeah, it's just there's nothing typical or predictable about the market right now. Even with less inventory that's brought all the multiple offers in the past, there's less of a buying pool right now of people that are actually looking. So I was really surprised. That home was on the market for 3 days and was active when we looked at it, and then we had people that we waited on to get in there and take a peek, and then got the offer in the next day. So it's a different year. It's a different market out there for sure.
And when you have buyers and sellers, I mean, trying to come together during this time of year, as you said, maybe they have 4 offers. Maybe there's the fact that, their Christmas trees are up, their lights are up, their family's over. I would think that emotions are running a little bit higher. I think they always do around the holidays. I mean, they've said the holidays like the most stressful time of the year for people.
Yeah, you're right on.
I don't think that's what it was built for, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, that's a sign of the times. But yeah, definitely. I think it's the most emotional time of the year. And they say, just like, they say the flakes come out in the summer, right? They say that, if you get an offer in on a home, obviously it didn't work so well on this one with the multiple offers, but if you get an offer in, sellers are feeling a little more flexible. They're feeling, the the season of giving. So you might be able to get a lower offer in there accepted or countered, a little lower than list price, which is a good thing for the buyers. And then for sellers, same thing. Emotions are high with buyers. It's Christmas time and they're thinking, hey, it'd be nice to get into this home pretty soon kind of thing. So they might be more apt to put a higher offer in.
So really, but it just depends on if people are active. I mean, I think like what I hear you saying is the active people are more serious, but maybe there's a lower amount of those serious buyers because, as many people maybe who say the flakes come out during the summer, there's also a lot of people that say, I just need to get through the holidays, or it's going to wait until after the holidays. So to your point,
another kind of cool thing that they said, it's right on, is that there's not a lot of loans going through right now. I'm sure you guys are seeing it's kind of slowed down just a little bit with the refis, I imagine, and the purchases are slowing down a little bit. So you don't have that fear of, hey, we got tons of contracts and underwriting right now. This isn't going to close on time. So right now is a good time for everything to process through.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, when you do talk about the mortgage side of that, because things have kind of hit a normal stride. Now, a lot of companies have beefed up because it got so busy.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, rates have been at these all-time lows for 6 or 7 months. A lot of the people who are going to take advantage of refinancing have. Some people haven't, but, there's people who are on top of that type of stuff.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see when that wave, it's got to be over soon, right? I mean, continuously, hey, these are getting lower and lower rates.
Right.
Kind of thing. So
well,
definitely.
It's all, and there's, to the thought of like waiting until after the holidays, there's always those people who are interested in waiting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's really what it comes down to, is if people are willing to wait or not.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. I'm trying to figure out what else there was. I mean, it seems like there's just a number of advantages for buyers and both sellers to kind of take advantage of the market right now.
Well, I mean, people are still online. I mean, we talked about that it's darker. We talked about it's wet, which means people are inside. But really, that doesn't stop people from looking at houses.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people have time off during, the holidays where if they're not hosting and they're not traveling, they're at home and, they're spending time on the internet and looking, which is, I mean, that's always good for us. It's amazing how much things have changed, how proactive the buyers are and seeing stuff. Hey, Tyler, did you see this new listing go on the market this morning? And I'm like, no, I didn't see it. I'm glad they keep an eye on everything. Let's get out and take a look at it.
Right. Well, and that's, I think, what what a lot of technology has been able to do is, I guess, as people go through the holidays, it keeps a buyer apprised of what's going on, maybe keeps sellers apprised of what's going on, and allows you guys to really kind of focus on what's going on in the market as a whole, not necessarily which house went on the market 15 minutes ago.
Exactly. So it's very, very interesting to see how the market is continuing to do well and open up these opportunities for buyers right now. And a big part of it, like we just talked about, is them keeping an eye on the market and having time to do that and do their searches.
What about what comes after the holidays? What about January? What do you see?
Historically, January has always been a little slow for me and majority of the realtors out there, but it'd be interesting to see if inventory levels pick up a little bit. I know that they're talking about some more, another wave of these homes coming back on the market. With continued rates being low, though, I think it's going to stay strong. I don't think we're going to see the slowdown like we've seen in the past because we definitely haven't seen it yet.
Well, and really, hasn't been a big speed up. I mean, it's been the amount of transactions are slow. It just feels busy because there's so many houses, there's so few houses out there.
Yeah, it's been really consistent. I think that's the right word for what we've seen this year. It's that steady growth that we're seeing, and which we like to see. It's not anything crazy that's going to get us into trouble like it has in the past.
Yeah. And as I said at the beginning, people aren't going to be able to, at some point in time, there won't be a lot of principal reduction to give back if price values keep going up. Tyler, thanks for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Again, Tyler Freed, branch manager with Windermere Real Estate Lake Taps. When we come back, special guest for you, Aubrey Cohen joins us from the Seattle PI. We'll be right back after this break.